everybody. Welcome to the Prismatic Nomad. My name is Damon Wright, and I'll be your host for this channel. This show is really going to be for people who are feeling stuck in their life, who are really just needing someone else to hear from, that it's okay to start over. It doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter how young you are. I just turned 40 this year, and actually I'll be turning 41, so don't let me lie to you. Um, I will be 41 next month, actually. And I've spent the last 2 years really just focusing on myself. And I don't mean that in a conceited kind of way. I really mean take a deep, hard look at myself and see how I could be the best version of myself. For context, I've lost about 70 pounds in the last year and a half, and it's been a long journey. You see these transformation videos or pictures of people on Instagram, and it makes it look so glamorous and overnight, and it's not. It's really not. But what I will say is, along the way, I really learned to enjoy the process. And I know that's such a cliche phrase. You hear that all the time, but it's honestly true. Um, you know, Anytime that you are trying to expand upon the bounds of what you do in your daily life and who you are and what you mean to yourself and the persona that you become, you have to be able to find joy in what you're doing. So that's kind of what this show is going to be about. It'll be a bit about my journey. It's kind of a living diary, I guess you could say. But also, I really plan to grow this into something that will really give me the opportunity to talk with normal people, just like you and I, who have decided to change their lives in meaningful ways, in whatever that means for them, and just to really share that journey with you. I think it's really important for people to have a chance to really experience other people's stories in a truly heartfelt and authentic way. So I hope that this show will be able to do that for you, and I'm really, really looking forward to being able to share both my story and the story of others with the rest of you. Um, yeah, this is obviously the first episode, so I do apologize. Um, just kind of winging this, not gonna lie. I feel like, talking from the heart sometimes can not only be scary and daunting, but it allows you to really get uncomfortable with yourself. And I feel like that is also a really big part of the process. We spend our days in our little bubbles. Our bodies and our minds are really set up in such a way to keep us safe, keep us comfortable, keep us in our normal day to day. And I think it's really important for people to get outside of their mind and really just push themselves to do things that they normally wouldn't do on a daily basis. And it really allows you to see just how far you can go. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. So I encourage all of you, if this resonates with you, if the algorithm and the universe decided to share this video with you, I really hope that I'm able to bring some true value in my words and with the guests that I'll be having on the show. And hopefully we can turn this into something beautiful. Outside of that, a little background about myself. You may have noticed in my little details there, but I'm a Libra sun. I'm a Cancer moon, Cancer rising. If you're into astrology, get ready, because we're gonna dive into a little bit about that. I think some of my passions really are a little more on the esoteric side. And if you're interested in that, we're going to get along just fine. I'm also a super giant nerd. I might not look like it, but love D&D, have been a DM myself. So you may find some of the things that I talk about, I kind of relate to either comic books or fantasy or stories and things like that, and really kind of tie those things together in a way that kind of bridges the gap between fantasy and reality. And yeah, that's just kind of who I am. I've recently started deep diving into personality and personality styles and things like that. It's funny how it was like such a trend like 3 or 4 years ago, and apparently I missed the memo, but you know, I guess sometimes better late than never. And I'm a true believer that the universe puts things in your path when you're ready to accept them and deal with them and work through them. Um, that being said, my personality type is ENFP, and I am a two wing three. So that should tell you quite a bit about me if you know anything about that. I am a recovering drug addict and also a recovering people pleaser. So these are all different aspects of me as a person that I am currently and generally always will deal with, but it definitely gets easier, every day. Being sober has definitely been an eye-opening experience for me, just kind of looking back at my past and really diving deeper into why I chose to self-soothe or self-medicate in the way that I did. And it's not unique to me, obviously. I mean, addiction is such a terrible disease, and it doesn't really start that way, does it? It generally starts as a social thing, and anyway, we can dive deeper into that in another episode, but just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of insight into who I am. Um, I'm very, very excited about this journey. As an ENFP, I have found that there are reasons why I tend to start things and never finish them. And I guess this show is really kind of a way for me to challenge myself to see something through to the end and just kind of see where it goes. I think that's the most exciting thing about this entire project, I guess you could call it. And yeah, I really hope that you'll be able to learn more about yourself as you learn about me and other people that I bring into the show. And if you're open to it, I hope that some of the words that I share with you, some of the meanings and the stories will be able to help you along with your journey as well. So if you're in your 40s or you are struggling where you are in life right now and you just need a friendly face to say, hi, you've got this, I believe in you, I'm 1000% happy to be that person. I'm still on my journey. I've got a long, long way to go, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So, this will be a shorter episode today, just kind of a little introduction. I really hope that we can turn this into something big, something meaningful. I would love to be able to create a community of like minded people who are also interested in becoming the best versions of themselves that they can. I currently have a health and fitness coach, and his motto is 1% better every day. And I really feel like that is such a powerful motto to live by. If you can just be 1% better today than you were yesterday, it'll compound over time. And in a year, you will be a completely different person. And I really look forward to seeing who that person is for both myself and for the rest of you. So again, thank you again for joining us, or I guess myself today, but for joining the Prismatic Nomad. My name is Damon, and it's been a pleasure. I do have one last thing to say before we close out for the evening. I kind of have my own personal motto, and it's one that I've really kind of lived by for the last few years. And I'll share it with you today, and this will kind of be my closer moving on. People